From the Montreal basement, where Respawning Fire superhost Cozy Bear currently dwells, this is RAF-Pardy! Please welcome today's contestants, the biggest and best survival horror gamer in the indie podcasting scene, Nick Fakhoury.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
He's the guy with the gun, William Adeshina.
Howdy, howdy. Ready to rock it.
And, of course, he's the guy with the biggest or perhaps smallest dick in the room, Adam Gumbert.
I didn't hear you after you said biggest dick, so I wasn't paying attention.
Sweet.
And, of course, I'm your host for RAF-Pardy. Right off the gate. Maybe we
Who's
should
got the
redo
biggest
that
dick
entire
now, Cozy?
Oh, still me. Still definitely me. And now, your host for RAF-Pardy this evening, that's me, it's Cozy Bear. The reason I messed up there is because I wanted to go a little bit off script, do not exactly what I have written down in my big old RAF-Pardy doc that I use as reference whenever I do these introductions. Should probably work on that a little bit for the future. My contestants, how are we doing this evening?
Doing great. Very happy to be here, so thank you very much for having us on. I'm excited to get in here. I did a little bit of research during this week, so I think I'm fully prepared to have a great time tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm so happy to join everybody here. Obviously, meeting Adam at PAX East was incredible. Having time with the boys, obviously, is always a good time. So I'm ready to pitch in today and do a good job and hopefully take home the gold.
Nice. And I'm assuming Adam doesn't have much to say, so will.
I love these two. You, Cozy, I'm not so sure about.
All right. Well, we'll see if you love me by the end of the game. Maybe you'll take away victory, and your opinion of me just might change. But before we go any further, I'm behooved to remind everyone watching or listening in at home that this production you're currently enjoying is part of a series of monthly rotating shows we do in addition to the Respawning Fire podcast, and that you can enjoy new installments of the show a month early if you subscribe to us on Patreon over on patreon.com/respawnaimfire. RAF-Pardy is a video game themed version of a popular American game show that begins with the letter J, and the particular version of RAF-Pardy that I'm hosting today will follow the changes and improvements I introduced to the show last month. If you weren't here last month, this means that all of our contestants will now be buzzing in digitally instead of shouting their names when they know the answer, and anyone that gets a Raffy Rubble now has to choose another contestant to answer its associated clue on their behalf. In addition, don't forget that you must let me finish reading each clue from front to back before you buzz in. If you don't do so, I will disqualify you from answering. And if I end up disqualifying someone in this manner, the remaining contestants still need to let me read the clue from front to back before they can attempt to answer it themselves. Sounds good?
Perfect.
With that out of the way, let's kick things off by introducing our categories for the single RAF-Pardy board. They are: What's Up, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
High Voltage Heroes. Reds in the Name. Deck the Halls. No halls, just decks.
Okay,
Nice.
And whose hat is that? Guys, I thought long and hard about who among us should kick off today's installment of RAF-Pardy. And you know what? Sitting there so politely in the center of these gigantic, big, dick-swinging individuals, I'm going to give it to Will.
Woohoo! All right,
Will?
starting off strong.
I'm giving you control of the board. Where are we going first?
How about we do High Voltage Heroes for 200?
Ooh, let's go with High Voltage Heroes. A former bike messenger with an infamous reputation. Adam is buzzed in.
Who's Cole McGrath?
That is correct. That is $200 for you. Where
very nice.
are we going next?
Whose hat is that for 1,000?
We are going to whose hat is that for 1,000? Now, real quick, before I click into this particular spot on the board, the way that this category works is it is an entirely visual category. I will show you a picture of a hat, and you have to guess whose hat is that. For $1,000, you have this hat. Oh, Nick has buzzed in.
Okay. Is it Willy Wonka
I'm
from a video
afraid
game?
that is incorrect. That's minus $1,000.
I lost it.
Has buzzed in.
Is that Professor Layton?
Ooh, well, that's I'll let me put it this way. Much closer on track than Willy Wonka in a video game, but that is also incorrect. Says also negative 1,000. Does our remaining contestant want to guess what it is?
You can pass that hat, baby.
The correct answer. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that it was negative 1,000 for every
You don't remember how the
incorrect
Jeopardy
answer.
go.
Have you ever seen Jeopardy, not Jeopardy?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you
It's been a minute. I'm gonna get up to speed. I'm gonna dig myself out of this hole. We're good.
It's
We're good.
okay. We're still like extremely early on in the game,
Early,
so this is
very early.
the time to make mistakes. The correct answer that I was looking for was Hat Kid from the indie platforming game A Hat in Time.
Oh, how did I not know it was Hat Kid?
Is the difficulty scaled for the amount of the points you get?
Just
Correct.
like
It should be.
That is correct.
Oh, you picked 1,000. I
Yeah, I
guessed
went 300 top.
That's
yeah.
where I fucked up. That's okay.
I don't play around.
There we go. I don't play
Listen,
around. He just goes.
Nick,
for it.
I feel a little bad for you just going right in there, not knowing you were about to lose 1,000 smackaroos. I will give you control of the board next. Where are we going?
That's too kind. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Nice and easy. We're gonna go Reds in the name for 200.
Reds in the name for 200. An open world game developed by Rockstar San Diego.
Red Dead Redemption.
You did not buzz in, so I will not qualify that particular answer. In fact, I'm going to actually take away $200 from you for that.
Sweet. I deserve that. I deserved it.
What is Red Dead Redemption?
That is correct. An additional 200 points for Adam, who correctly buzzed in.
You're welcome, bro.
Honestly, I was like, "Ooh, is this one or two?" That's what I was kind of wary
Trying
of.
to go before you.
But yeah. Anyways,
If you had said, for the record, if you had said Red Dead Redemption 2, I would have given it to you anyways. I wouldn't have been picky in that way. All right, where are we going?
the
next?
halls for $1,000.
Oh boy! Deck the halls for $1,000. What's it going to be? Square Enix developed this 1998 role-playing game set in New York City. Nick, I did not finish saying the clue before you buzzed in.
No!
I'm not going to subtract any points from you. You're not going to lose any dollars, but I will not allow you to answer it.
Thank you, Game Master Cozy. Thank you. I apologize for that. No transgressions will further occur.
Well, Adam, do either of
just
you
throw out
know
a
what
guess.
this could be?
No, I'm good. Definitely not going to throw out.
I have an idea, but the year doesn't match up, so I actually have no idea.
Yeah. Nah, I don't have any strong ideas. Nope, none for me.
Going once, going twice.
Nick, what was it?
And
I was going to say Parasite Eve, but
That's what I was thinking too.
that it is, in fact, the correct answer is, in fact,
That's 98,
Parasite
huh?
Eve.
I thought it was
Yeah.
like 2002 for some reason.
That's the only.
No, it was a
Yeah,
PlayStation
that's the 90s.
1 game, so late 1980s, late
Shady is
1990s.
rolling in his grave right now.
he's not going to watch this.
All right. Will, I will give you the opportunity to choose where we are going next. Where are we going next?
How about we do High Voltage Heroes for 1,000?
Ah, man, we're really clearing out the bottom row here. Oh, shit!
Oh, shit.
It's the Raffy Rubble.
This is my chance, boys. This is it.
So, Will, the way that this works is when you get the Raffy Rubble, you have to choose one of the other contestants to answer this upcoming clue on your behalf. If they get it right, you both get the associated monetary value of that particular question. If they get it wrong, you both lose its monetary value. So you have to choose Nick or Adam. Who will lead you to victory on this?
Let's do it, Nick. Let's get out this hole together, brother.
Me and you. Me and you.
Get it out the
All
hole
right, Nick.
together.
I'm going to reveal the question, and you do not have to buzz in. I will just automatically switch over to your face after I've done reading it. She perished within the bowels of Va-Naboris during the Great Calamity.
Great calamity. Am I allowed to deliberate out loud in my head before I answer?
So long as you don't say, I think it's this answer.
Okay.
So long as you don't make it sound like you're about to state the answer.
The Great Calamity. The Great Calamity absolutely sounds like something under the Square Enix bannerhead. All right. So, I'm just going to... She perished. Can I see the question one more time?
Yes, you may. She perished within the bowels of Va-Naboris during the Great Calamity.
Yeah. No, that's this is outside the realm of my my willpower, so I think I have to pass. I have to pass on this one.
Ooh. Well, because you chose to pass and not answer incorrectly, I will not subtract any points, but I will not give you any points or monetary value either. The correct answer that I was looking for was Urbosa from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yep. When
She was
Great
one of
Calamity,
the-
I was like Calamity Gallon.
One of the four people that basically piloted the various Guardians. She was the one that piloted the camel-shaped one, and she
I knew-
unfortunately perished in the distant past.
Yeah, I recognize the Va, like the Va Rudo or Va. I recognize that from something, but yeah, no, it was that was wrong. I was thinking Final Fantasy X because like there are always calamities. Yeah, it was 13 with lightning, but no.
I will, because you gave the best shot you possibly could, I will give you the opportunity, Nick, to choose where we are going next. So the board is yours.
All right. We're gonna do no halls, just decks for 1,000.
All right, here we go. More than halfway through the thousands. An unorthodox horse racing game from the developers of Pokemon. Oh, shit. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Pocket Card Jockey?
That is correct. Good job on that. I
thought I was like, I think that's the name.
Yeah,
Nice. Good one.
I want to say that is the first 1,000 point answer on the board that someone has actually gotten correct. So
Look
good
at the
job on
scores.
that.
Yeah, very much. Yeah.
No.
All right. Do you like me more now, Adam?
Yeah, you're moving up on my list.
Yeah. All right. Where are we going next?
We've been having fun in the thousands, but I actually want to know what these categories are. So let's do Deck the Halls for 200.
Okay.
All right. Deck the Halls for 200. The fourth entry in a zombie slaying action series from Capcom. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Dead Rising 4?
That is correct.
Ooh, wee.
We return to the board.
I know what happens in Deck the Halls now. Deck the Halls for 600.
Deck the Halls 600. The first 600 of the game. Santa's helpers are on strike in this critically panned Flash game.
Oh, what is the name? I know what this is.
Do you know this, Will?
Yeah.
No, I don't know this one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Pan Flash.
If I get it like sort of right, will you give it to me, or is it got to be completely 100% right?
I will be the judge of how correct or incorrect it is. Adam is buzzed in.
All right, it's Elf Bowling. I know the movie is Elf Bowling: The Great North Strike. I'm assuming the normal game is just called Elf Bowling or something like that.
That is correct, which is why we'll give you $600. Where to next?
For you guys, by the way, he made us watch a really bad movie based on that Flash game last year. That's the only reason I know it.
So you have the lore. You have the
Yeah.
context. Okay,
If
that's
only
fair.
you watched everything of content we do, you would know that.
Obviously.
Deck the Halls for 400.
Deck the Halls for 400. The first 400. An open world action game starring Najee Jeter. Adam is buzzed in.
With Spider-Man Miles Morales.
That is correct. $400 for you. Where to next?
Deck the halls for 800.
And with that, Deck the Halls is done and over with. Oh, shit! But not quite yet.
Holy
Not quite yet,
smokes.
because we have another Raffi Rubble on your hands, which means, Adam, you have to choose who, amongst our other contestants, will lead you to victory on this one.
That's the problem. I don't know who's good based on these scores at doing trivia. So
Either is the correct answer.
oh, yeah. I'm
pick
gonna
your band.
give to make it more fun. I'm gonna give Nick the chance because if he gets it right, he's closer to 0, or we're closer if he gets it right.
There you go.
Copy that.
He's so far in back. That's why I'm helping him out.
Yep.
All right. I will reveal the clue, read it out, and then I will switch to Nick's scene. A player versus player focused experience based on the world and lore of Dota 2. Also, I do want to, I think I actually made a slight mistake. If we go over to the board, I actually selected the $800 category for no halls, just decks, not deck.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say that is not a Christmas question.
I was reading it, I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound very Christmassy. So if you want, Nick, you can still attempt to answer it.
I mean, we're already here.
I might be lenient on you if you get it wrong because I may have misclicked.
Okay. So the question was a PvP experience.
I will read the
based-
clue again. I will read the clue again. A player versus player focused experience based on the world and lore of Dota 2. And a reminder that the category for this is no halls, just decks.
See, I know both categories now. Is the fun part.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go for a Hail Mary because I feel like Valve was involved in this one, so I'm gonna say Artifact.
That is correct. It is, in fact, Artifact, which means that Nick is going to get $800 and Adam will get $800 as well. I really threw you guys an accidental curveball on that one, and somehow you both managed to emerge unscathed. For the record, people typically do not get these Raffi Rubble questions correct. So,
the increase the difficulty. Okay,
Nick, the fact that you actually got that correct, very impressive, very commendable. Good job on that one. Because I meant to select it earlier, we will now do Deck the Halls for 800 so that we can get that over with. This superhero prequel has yet to be ported to modern consoles. It would appear that, Nick is buzzed in.
I'm gonna go for Infamous 2.
Ooh, I'm afraid that is incorrect.
That's all right. That's fine.
Will, go for it.
Batman Origins?
I'm going to give it to you. The specific answer is Batman Arkham Origins, but
Yeah, okay. There you go.
you got most of the words correct on that one.
Very good. I was racking my brain. I'm like, what superhero game takes place at Christmas? And Batman.
Yeah,
Arkham
exactly. It
Origins.
took me a minute to remember
Does
the
Infamous
category.
not have like a
Yeah.
Christmas moment?
No, Infamous 2 is Halloween, right? Is it Day of the
Halloween,
Dead or something like
Halloween,
that?
It's they had a DLC that took place during Halloween. There might have been like a Christmas like DLC cosmetic pack released at some point. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while. All right. Will, I will give you the choice of where we are going next.
All right. You know what? Let's try to get back to a clean 0. So how about we do What's Up, Doc for 200?
Let's go with What's Up, Doc? A scientist that aspires to conquer the world with his robot masters. Adam is buzzed in.
Who is Dr. Wiley?
That is correct.
Okay. I was like, what are you doing here, bud? Okay.
Where are we going next?
No halls, just decks for 600.
No halls, just X for 600. This Daniel Mullins directed title was praised for the deftness with which it combined many different gaming genres. Adam is buzzed in again.
What is Inscription?
That is correct as well.
Maybe
Good
I'm
job
playing
on
it
that
right
one.
now.
Nice.
Where are we going next?
Whose hat is that for 600?
Whose hat is that for 600? A reminder, all of the clues in this category are entirely visual. Whose hat is that? Will is buzzed in.
Who is Terry Bogard?
That is correct. And that puts you back into positive amounts of dollars with $400.
Right.
Where are we going next?
But whose hat is that for 400?
Whose hat is that for 400? Oh, Nick has buzzed in.
I'm gonna go with Ness.
That is correct. That is indeed Ness from the Earthbound
That picture
series.
was a red half circle, and that was it.
That was it.
It was
That's a
brim.
little bit of grim. There's a little bit of a brim.
The slight brim.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just wild.
It was either Ash Ketchum or Ness.
yeah, I was like, is this a Pokemon hat?
PK5?
Ash has more of the.
There's like an L on it or something.
I feel
There's some
like
Yeah, his hats typically have like a lot of symbols on them. Where are we going next, Nick?
Let's go for What's Up Doc for 400.
What's up, Doc? For 400. The egomaniacal creator of a machine that can create genetically enhanced soldiers from ordinary animals. Adam is buzzed in.
Who's Dr. Robotnik?
That is
Dr. Eggman, whatever you want to say.
Incorrect.
Oh, no.
Is it now? He literally does that, though, by the way. Just big head.
I mean, I would say that the differentiation is that he stuffs animals inside of robots and basically turns them into soldiers that way. Whereas this guy that we're talking about is more of a geneticist. There's a big differentiation.
Yeah. Robots into animals, completely different.
I will go ahead. I will read the clue once more. The egomaniacal creator of a machine that can create genetically enhanced soldiers from ordinary animals. Going once. Going twice. Oh, and I'm afraid that we are out of time. Adam, I will say this. You were definitely in the right space in terms of when this particular individual was created.
Is this a fighting game? Is it Bloody Roar? No.
I was looking for Dr. Neocortex of Crash Bandicoot fame.
My heart. My
Crash Bandicoot. That's your game, Will.
Yeah, that is. That hurts me. That hurts me physically.
Interesting.
Will, I feel bad for you being hurt physically by that one, so I will give you
feel bad for me, though, even though I
the chance to choose where we're going next.
How about we do... Oh, what is that? Sorry, it's a little small here. I got to pop this open for a second just to see.
Not a problem.
Let's do Reds in the Name for 600.
Ooh, Reds in the Name. I feel like we have not gotten a whole lot of Reds in the Name.
Not a lot.
Ubisoft Paris developed this first-person shooter that launched alongside the Wii.
I think I know. How many points is this for again?
This is $600. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Red Steel?
That is correct. It was Red
it.
Steel from Ubisoft.
Good job.
Where are we going next?
What's up, Doc, for 800?
What's up, Doc? This spacefaring geneticist helped modify the genophage in order to keep Krogan populations in check.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Both Nick and Will have buzzed in at the same time. That occasionally does happen. I actually did a lot of work after the last stream to try and prevent that sort of thing from happening, but sometimes little glitches slip through the cracks, which we'll have to correct later on. For now, I'll just say, I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1, and on one, you can both say the name of who you think this individual is. Sounds good?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Morden Solus.
There we go. Very good. And you got the first and last name correct. I will both give you 800 points rather for that particular one.
I was going to say Dr. Morden. was like, I forgot that man's
even
last
boys.
name.
So, yep, I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Nick,
I remember
I
the
will
song. It's good.
I will let you choose where we are going next.
All right, I have to redeem myself in this category because I as a Zelda fan, I disgraced myself in forgetting Zelda lore. So we're going back with High Voltage Heroes for 600.
High Voltage Heroes for 600. A protector of Earthrealm known for wearing a conical hat. Adam is buzzed in.
Who is Raiden? Who is Raiden?
That is correct. Good job,
I don't
which
know
means
how you
that
say it.
Adam
Nice.
is now
Nice.
at $5,000.
Yeah,
Quite
don't
a
say
bit.
100, say 1,000.
I don't know. So many zeros, getting so confused. To answer your question, I'm pretty sure that it is Raiden, because Japanese, you would be Rarirero, so Raiden. Raiden.
But it
is how
was
it's
made in
pronounced.
Chicago, so that's why it might
Yeah,
actually be.
that's why they call him
Wow.
Raiden.
They call him Raiden, doesn't from Chicago.
The Americans.
Give me what's up, Doc, for 600.
What's up, Doc? A founding member of the Patriots, she provided players with medical advice during Operation Snake Eater. Nick is buzzed in.
Who is Quiet?
Ooh, I'm afraid that is incorrect.
We're all good.
Will,
boys. We're in
Adam?
good space. We're in good space.
I know
Coming
who it
up
is, I
on-
just don't know her name.
Yeah, I just don't know her name either. That's just getting me, and I'm not going to guess.
Hey,
but-
Snake, have you ever watched Godzilla? It's a cool movie from back at home.
She doesn't even.
Is
she
Quiet?
doesn't even sound
Quiet's
like
the
that.
one that doesn't wear anything because she has to
That's
breathe
from
through her
5.
skin.
Yeah,
Well,
it's from,
I was
like
going to
the
say,
game, yeah.
This is 3.
one of the characteristics of Quiet is she does not speak, so she couldn't provide you with advice to begin with.
True. True.
She does provide you with great sniper assistance, but
Just how Kojima
no
wants
advice
it.
to be provided. No advice. Going once, going twice, and I'm afraid that we are out of time. The correct answer that I was looking for was Para-Medic. That's the
Oh my
name of
God.
your medical advisor in Metal Gear Solid 3. Fantastic
That is
name.
Kojima.
I say
I
That's
hate
Die
Kojima
Hard
so much.
Man.
Kojima
Die Hard Man.
deserves so much praise for being just such a brilliant mind.
So fucking stupid.
All right. Well, I will give you the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
Let's do High Voltage Heroes for 400.
High Voltage Heroes for 400. Ryan Reynolds voiced this hard-boiled version of a beloved monster. Adam is buzzed in.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who is Pikachu?
I think
I
my
am
pain
going
is
to count
isn't
that
fast enough for this
as
game.
incorrect.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Ryan
Will is buzzed in.
Who is Detective Pikachu?
That is correct. That is the
Pikachu
correct
is named
answer.
Detective is his
That I was
job.
looking
That's
for.
crazy. His title is wild.
Will, where
It's
are
not
we
Snake,
going
it's Mr. Snake.
next?
How about we do... Let's round out High Voltage for 800.
And with that, High Voltage Heroes is off the board. Unless it's a Raffi Rubble. No, it's not.
Oh, don't say
This secret apprentice shares the same namesake as a sun-consuming superweapon. Adam is buzzed in.
Who is Star Killer?
That is correct.
Ooh,
Good
boy.
job.
Vader's Secret Apprentice. Cool game.
Where next?
Not canon. What's up, Doc, for 1,000?
What's up, Doc? With the not quite the final 1,000th, but the penultimate 1,000th. Hold on, I didn't press the button hard enough. There we go. This first responder from Switzerland was one of her game's initial support class heroes. Will has buzzed in.
Who is Mercy, a.k.a. Angela Ziegler?
You know what? I'm going to give you the full 1,000 points for that, and I'm going to give you a bonus $200 as well.
It's
That was
Dr.
very
Angela
impressive.
Ziegler. You got
I knew it.
Where to next?
How about we do... Whose hat is that for 200?
I'm surprised that this particular category has not been as popular as it's been. Let's go with whose hat is that for 200. Nick has buzzed in.
Who's Parappa the rapper?
That
I should
is
never introduce you.
correct. Though you are still at
I'm coming
negative
back, boys.
$400.
I'm so back. I'm so back.
Where
Never
to
been
next?
worse.
Rapper Esquire actually is his full title.
He got his law degree.
I was
He
about
got
to
his
say he's
law
a
degree
lawyer,
for
yeah.
nothing. All right, let's go to Reds in the Name for 400.
Reds in the name for 400. Oh, sorry, I'm just clicking around a lot of my stream decks. I have like 2 big stream decks set up here. There's a lot of buttons. A remake of an immensely popular Game Boy RPG. Adam is buzzed in.
Was Pokemon Fire Red?
That is correct.
Ooh, wait.
Where to next?
Give me the last hat. Give me that last hat,
That
please.
last hat.
Whose hat is that for 800?
I can picture him. I just don't know the name of that person.
Nick has buzzed
Nick.
in.
Believe in you.
All right, so I haven't played this game, but I do know who this character is. And I'm really going to be stretching my mind, but I think this character's name is Nami from Final Fantasy IX.
This particular character is indeed a character from Final Fantasy IX,
Damn, that's
but
crazy.
they're not named Nami, unfortunately. Will has
Rick is going to
buzzed
be
in.
so upset with me.
Who is Vivi?
That is correct. It is Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and also from
Job.
Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. I don't believe that they appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think they might just
famously.
be referenced in that one. Just wanted to cover
Was
all
it-
my bases.
Was anyone else in Kingdom Hearts 2 from 9?
Yeah, there were like a bunch of characters in that one. There was Cypher,
Really?
Seltzer,
Jeff.
Yeah, just Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff was in it.
All right,
deal.
where are we going next, Will?
Let's do no halls, just decks for 400.
Here we go. Its name recalls a major event that occurred at the end of 2018's highest grossing movie. I will go ahead
2018.
and I will read the clue once more. Its name recalls a major event that occurred at the end of 2018's highest grossing movie. Oh, Will is buzzed in.
What is Marvel's Snap?
That is correct. Good job.
I had Endgame in
job.
my head. I was like, what?
Yeah, me too
what
at first. And I was like, wait a minute.
time
No, that was 2019, not 2018. I was like,
Yeah.
well, before that, Infinity War. Okay.
I can't. Math. That's crazy.
Yeah. To be fair, there are major snaps in both movies. Regardless, where
Yeah,
are
I
we
guess you're
going
right.
next, Will?
Let's go ahead and wrap up no halls, just decks 200.
Ho, ho, ho. A roguelike mashup of solitaire and poker. Nick is buzzed in.
What is Balatro?
That is correct.
So
Good job.
I was thinking, Balatro, what part of solitaire is in that video game, Cozy?
The fact that you're playing it by yourself. It is a solitary activity, and therefore it is solitaire.
I would
I
say
got my
that
ass.
like part of the game is just like organizing the deck too, and it's like kind of like the functions are vaguely similar, but the roguelike is like
Also,
I'm trying to back up Cozy here. I don't know what I'm
many
do it.
reputable publications such as IGN have described that game as being akin to a mashup of solitaire and poker. You can actually look online and
only
find many
everybody
other
here had
people that
played
have
that
made the
game.
comparison. I would have
Reputable
talked
and
about
IGN do not belong in the same sentence.
Jesus Christ. IGN people, don't hate on us. That's not me
I'm sorry,
saying
I was
those
just-
words.
I was just kidding. I was just
And by the way, Adam, I would have talked about playing Balatro had we recorded an episode of the podcast this week.
Have you
So
beaten it yet?
you bite your tongue. You bite your tongue. I've beaten certain parts of it. Let's go ahead and let's return to the board. Where are we going next, Nick?
Red's in the name for 800. We have to do it to him.
Red's in the name for 800. This sci-fi shooter series is renowned for its destruction physics. Oh, in that
Where's my face?
That's
in that
crazy.
particular case, it struck me that Nick was the one that actually buzzed in definitively before Adam. There was definitely a bit of a radio delay on that one. So I'm going to give it exclusively to Nick.
Wow, convenient.
Convenient at $5,000. What is Red Faction?
That is correct. Good job for that one. And you are now back in the black, which means that you are at positive numbers once again. Took you a while. Took you basically until the end of
the whole
single
game.
category, but you're here.
This one question got you all your points that are possible.
And with that, we will finish off the single Rafferty board with Reds in the name for $1,000. Allied and Soviet forces clash in the spin-off series created by Westwood Studios. Adam is buzzed in.
Call of Duty Big Red 1.
That is incorrect.
No, I bet it is.
I will go ahead and I will read the clue once more. Allied and Soviet forces clash in the spin-off series created by Westwood Studios. I don't recall Westwood Studios being involved in the Call of Duties, Adam.
I don't even know who Westwood Studios is.
Well, that's why you didn't get
You
this
said
one
Allied
correct.
and Soviet, and there's red in the title. Call of Duty Big Red 1, baby. Straight to mind.
Nick is buzzed in.
I'm going for gold here. You know, I have no idea what I'm talking
gonna go
about, but
negative,
I'm just gonna throw a Hail Mary and say, what is Medal of Honor?
Ooh, I'm afraid that's going to cast you back down into the trenches. Negative points. Because that is incorrect.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here, boys.
Will, do we want to take a shot at this one? Or are we going to pass?
Okay, you got to remind me. Are we hitting another
I will read the
group of
clue.
boards? Or sorry,
will
not
read
for the clue. Are we hitting?
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead.
We have a second board, is what you're asking.
Okay, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
we
Yeah,
do.
second board. I just want to make sure. I was like, I'm not going to jump too far into the negative if I know we got more game left. So I will pass on this one.
All right. Everyone is passing on this one. The correct answer that I was looking for was, of course, the spin-off of the Command & Conquer series, Command & Conquer Red Alert. Now you know what Westwood Studios
guy. I
worked
should've
on
known that.
back in the day. Not Call of Duty. Talking about real-time
Did they fight
strategy
aliens
games.
in that game?
Yeah,
think you're
the
eventually in
Red
space.
Alert series, in contrast to the mainline Command & Conquer series,
Okay.
was more known for its more eccentric, kind of comical scenarios and enemy combatants and whatnot. And with that
Okay.
taken care of, we have arrived at the end of the single Rafferty board. Currently in third place is Nick with negative $400. In
Staying
second
strong,
place,
boys. Staying strong.
in second place, by quite a dramatic leap from Nick's score, is Will with positive $4,000. And in first
go.
place, slightly ahead of Will, enough that Will's going to have to work hard to overtake him, but perhaps not that hard, is Adam with $4,800. And with that all established and taken care of, let's reveal the categories of the double Rafferty board. Category number 1, planets in peril. Number 2, black and white. Tons of skeletons. Monkey business.
Oh shit.
Made by one guy
Oh,
and
no.
misquoted. The latter
That's my
category is actually a returning category from when we did Rafferty Live in Boston. If you remember, Adam, the whole deal with that category is it was a bunch of famous video game quotes that were rearranged, and it was your duty to properly arrange them and rephrase them as they were originally written when they were committed to polycarbonate or whatever it is that video game CDs or DVDs are made of. So just so you know how that one works in particular, I feel bad for Nick for being quite ahead at the back of the pack. So I'm going to give Nick the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
Nick, before you go, I have a question for you, Cozy.
Yes.
It's a dumb logistical question. What if we were at the end of a board, right? The very last question, and you're like, no one has to pick it because it's the last question, and it's a Raffy Rubble. What happens then?
Then we play Raffy Rubble as we would normally play Raffy Rubble.
But if nobody picked it and you're just saying this is the last one, I'm picking it for you, then who's going? You see what I'm saying?
I would default to, I would make the,
Who got it last?
like, the last person that successfully scored
like
points will be the person that chooses who they want to answer the question on their behalf.
Watch this happen now that I brought it up.
All right. All right. Well, we'll see if that happens. I mean, if that does happen, I mean, it's your funeral, because I have a sneaking suspicion that it might not work in your favor. Nick,
right.
where are we going first?
Okay, we gotta figure out what these categories are. So in an effort to figure out what these categories are, I'm gonna go for gold, and I'm gonna go for misquoted for 2000.
Misquoted for 2000.
This is bullshit.
Ass bubble and I'm kick. Gum gum, it's chew to time and out of here. Will is buzzed in.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And there's something, those are the time in there, wasn't it?
You got the first couple of words wrong. If you got the rest of the quote right, I would have been lenient, but I'm going to say that is incorrect.
It's incorrect.
That's why I don't fuck with this category. You have to be like so spot on. I don't mess
You
with
really do.
Nope, I'm good.
I will go ahead and I will read the clue once more. Ass bubble and I'm kick. Gum gum, it's chew to time and out of here. Going once. Going twice. And we are out of time. This particular quote is a scrambled version of the famed Duke Nukem quote, "It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum. ... And I'm all out of gum," which I'm pretty certain is actually ripped off from Ash from Army of Darkness, but we don't talk about that part.
Which is ripped off of Roddy Roddy Piper from They Live. So
Was it the Ash first, or was it? Oh no, you're right. It probably would have been
Roddy
him
would have been
first,
before
and
that.
then makes
that's
sense.
why this quote is like all over the fucking place, because it's like 3 times told. I'm good.
All right. Will, you gave an honest shot there. I will give you the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
How about we do Planets in Peril for 1200?
All right. Let's go to 1200. This human colony world was glassed by an alien hegemony in 2552. Nick is buzzed in.
What is reach?
That is correct, which boosts you back into positive points. This is the first time that you've ever had as much as $800. Good job.
He's gonna lose it immediately.
We're on a roll here, boys. We're on a roll here.
Where
right.
are we going next?
Let's go. I'm feeling good in this space. Let's go to Monkey Business for 1200.
Monkey Business for 1200. An action role-playing game inspired by the classical Chinese novel Journey to the West. Nick has buzzed in.
What is Black Myth Wukong?
That is correct as well. Where to
I
next?
was going to say Wukong Fallen
Dynasty. There's a lot of them that have the same name.
Yeah,
sounding name.
It's a Monkey Business.
We've had a lot of games with similar names over the past few months. Where to next?
All right, let's scale this back a bit. Let's go to Black and White for 800.
Okay, scaling back, Black and White, 800. An acclaimed puzzle platformer that originally released on Xbox Live Arcade. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Limbo?
That is correct. Where to next?
Nice.
Made by one guy for 800.
Made by one guy for 800. The first game that was independently developed by Mike Bithell.
Oof.
Oh, his first one. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's the right answer because I don't know if it's his first one or not. You guys want to guess?
I'll go ahead and I will read the clue once more. The first game that was independently developed by Mike Bithell.
Cozy, I'm going to pass, but I'm going to give you my guess if you let me pick again. Oh, never mind. Go for it.
Hold on. Nick is buzzed in.
I'm going to go with Thomas Was Alone.
That is correct. $800
Yes.
additional dollars for you. This has been
go.
the comeback
Mhm.
round for Nick, but will he be
Yes.
able to maintain that comeback? We'll find out. Where are we going next?
Tons of skeletons for 1,200, please.
Whew, here we go. Oh, shit!
Hey,
The Raffy Rubble is
let's
back.
go.
The Raffy Rubble is back, which means we are 50% of the way there from Adam's prophecy not coming true. Nick, who are you choosing to be your running mate?
Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Adam, you're incredible. You're outstanding, but I have to stay within party lines and go with my guy, Will.
All right, well, you think you can do this?
I'm going to find out.
All right, let's go ahead and let's reveal the clue. One of the 4 Lord Souls that waged war against the everlasting dragons.
Tons of skeletons.
Easy.
Don't say that
said
now.
it easy.
Don't say that now. I guess the everlasting dragon. I honestly don't know. I think we have to pass.
Ooh, we are passing on this particular one because we have chosen not to answer. The 2 of you will not be subtracted with any points, but you will also not gain any points. The particular answer that I was looking for was, of course, Gravelord Naito, who features prominently in the original Dark Souls.
You said Gravelord Naito?
Is it not pronounced that way?
No. I was just
He just doesn't know.
I just had no idea that that character existed in Dark Souls 1. I was gonna say like Lord Gwyn, like the
Oh.
is it Gwyn? Gwyn is the Lord of Cinder, right? Or is that
Gwyn
that's not even close?
Gwyn is another one of the Lord Souls. It's
Okay.
Lord Gwyn. It's Gravelord Naito. It's the Witch of Izalith. And then
And
you
Jeff.
have the... No, it's the Furtive Pygmy, although the Furtive Pygmy doesn't really take part in much of the fighting. You also have Seath the Scaleless, who is the dragon without any scales that does take part in the fighting, but is not considered one of the 4 Lord Souls. Getting back to the board, I will give you, Will, the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
How about we do made by one guy for 1,200?
Made by one guy for 1,200. A puzzle platformer named after its protagonist's hat. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Fez?
That is correct. Good job.
Ooh, look at my red hat with the tassel on it. Give me black and white for 1,200. Let's just go right down the middle.
Here we go. Almost the 1,200s are almost over. Its name is a misspelling of the amount of time your life lasts while playing it. Adam is buzzed in again.
What is minute?
That is indeed correct. A little behind the scenes. When I conceive some of the answers for these particular categories, I try to sometimes skew it in favor of games that the people on the Respawning Fire podcast are familiar with, just so we can get a little diversity in here. Minute and Metal Gear Solid 3 from the last board are both games that we played relatively recently via our video game book club. And it's one of those things where it's a little bit more fair when like Joel or Chad are here, but when Adam is here, he's just running away with victory, which he's want to do.
Running it up.
He's want to do. Where are we going next, Adam?
Give me black and white for 400.
Ooh, this is our first 400 from the double board.
It
If this handheld console was a person, they would be labeled a crank. Adam is buzzed in.
Black and white.
What is the play date?
That is correct. Good job on that
I
one.
didn't realize it was black and white. The screen. I didn't realize that. Okay. Let's do Planets in Peril for 400.
General Pepper enlisted the Star Fox team to help him liberate it from Andross's armada. I will go ahead and I will read the clue once more. General Pepper enlisted the Star Fox team to help him liberate it from Andross's armada. Going once.
Nick, buzz in. You had the N64.
Going
I
twice.
Played. I didn't know.
And we are out of time. The correct answer that I was looking for is, of course, Corneria, which, of course, is a planet that the Star Fox team explore at the beginning of many Star Fox games, because many Star Fox games tend to regurgitate the plot of Star Fox 64, aka Star Fox on the Super Nintendo, which begins with you going to liberate Corneria from Andross's armada. We will return.
Is Corneria also a level in Smash?
Yep.
It is.
In, like, Ultimate?
Yeah,
Ultimate.
exactly. I will go ahead. I will give Nick the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
All right, let's keep it simple. Monkey Business for 400.
Monkey Business for 400. An early Astrobot level pays tribute to this dormant PlayStation franchise. Go for it.
You don't think that was before the question was
That's what I'm
being
saying.
read?
Hold on a minute.
Cozy?
We'll let Cozy decide.
Minus 5,000 points, please.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Adam. You're so competitive.
So to be totally honest, I kind of looked away from the screen because I was checking my answer key when he buzzed in. It seemed like it came out at the very end. For the record, you don't get points subtracted from you if you buzz in too early. It just prevents you from buzzing in early. So I will unfortunately turn away from Nick and turn to our other two contestants. Do they know what it is? Adam knows what it is.
What is Ape Escape?
That is correct.
You know what's so
next?
funny is that me and Will could have been trolling and Cozy would never know. We could have been completely fucking around with him, but sorry, Nick, it happens. Monkey Business for 800.
Let's go to Monkey Business for 800. This Nintendo
fault for talking
platforming
shit about
series
IGN.
was created by a long-running Xbox studio.
Monkey.
I will go ahead and I will read it once more. This Nintendo platforming series was created by a long-running Xbox studio. Going once. Oh, Adam is buzzed in.
Can I do the funny one that's the meme, or do you want the actual answer?
Give me an answer.
What is Donkey Kong?
That is incorrect. That is not the answer I was looking for.
It is, though.
Nick, Will, you want to give me an answer?
I'm playing it safe here.
Seems like we're all passing on this one. The correct answer that I was looking for is Donkey Kong Country, which is the
That's
specific
crazy.
spin-off of the Donkey Kong series that was created by Rare. Rare, nowadays, a Xbox-owned studio, has been an Xbox-owned studio for
I
a
know,
very
that's why I
long
said
time.
Donkey Kong. I knew the information. That's why I said
But
Donkey
in the
Kong.
90s, they were in Nintendo's pocket, and they created Donkey Kong Country as a reboot of the Prime Donkey Kong franchise.
Has
The
With
meme
that-
I was
done
going to
anything
reference was
since,
Denki
like-
Kang. I was going to say Denki Kang as a fun joke.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
you would
What were
have
saying?
gotten it incorrect as well.
I'm just trying to think.
Nick.
Has Rare done anything for Xbox besides porting stuff over to?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
it.
say Sea
That's
of
so
Thieves.
sad.
Well,
Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
But nuts and bolts is what I was thinking.
Rare Replay.
yeah, that's the thing is they worked on like Viva
Yeah, but Rare Replay
Pinata,
is just a port.
Killer Instinct.
Viva Pinata, Killer Instinct,
Pinata.
Rare Replay. They worked on like a lot of like Xbox like Avatar stuff. They are working on Everwild, which is that game that's kind of in limbo right now.
That's
but
not coming
They
out.
are working
That's
on
not
it
coming out.
at some point eventually. Nick, I will give you the choice to choose where we are going next.
Grabbed by the Ghoulies.
Let's do
Yeah.
tons of skeletons for 400.
Let's go. Undead versions of Bowser's most common minions. Nick is buzzed in.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What is Dry Bones?
That is correct. Good job.
Is there dry guy?
$3,200.
Whoa, hey, yo.
No,
Are there dry guys and dry bones, or is it just dry bones?
there are not. There's no zombified, skeletonified versions of Shy Guys.
Okay. Gotcha.
Hmm, yeah.
Where to next?
Made by one guy for 400.
Ooh, here we go. Cleaning up the 400s. Thomas Happ created this indie Metroidvania that first released in 2015.
Thomas Happ. I know the name, but I'm like, when is the game? 2015. I was 25 years old. What else happened?
God, I don't even know how old I was in 2015.
Would have been after the Xbox One and PS4 came out.
I will go ahead and I will read the clue once more. Thomas Happ created this indie Metroidvania that first released in 2015.
Thinking of Metroidvanias, they weren't one guy, though. You can stroke your beard all you want, you little pervert.
Whispering sweet nothing.
I know the name, too. What did Thomas Happ do? You're going to say it. I'm like, oh, yeah, of course, Thomas
like,
Happ.
gee,
Going
of course,
once, going twice, and I'm afraid that we are out of time. The name of the game that I was looking for is, of course, a game, Adam, that we played as part of BARF, Backlog Accomplishment
I don't remember.
with Respawn and Friends, called Axiom Verge, which is a game that
that's where I know his name.
I actually did not particularly care for. I actually like Axiom Verge 2 more than 1, which is an unpopular opinion online. We will return to the double RAF-Pardy board, and I will give Will the opportunity to choose where we are going next.
See, I like pain, so 800 misquoted.
Ooh, here we go. Not a lot of misquoted yet, but that
I wonder
will
why.
change soon. Guiding your key, be heart your may.
Hold
I was going to say, Adam,
on,
you
leave it up. Hold on.
you sang songs from this particular franchise on the last installment of RAF-Pardy.
I
so you
didn't
should
know the
be
song either.
knowledgeable of what this particular quote was originally.
Eric, guess I need you. Give me your energy.
I'm just going to guess because I don't know. And Cozy knows I hate this. May your heart be your guiding key.
That is correct.
Oh.
Yeah, it was no more simple than that.
It's in Eric's
It was
titling.
pretty much backwards.
Damn, that's crazy.
Where to next?
Let's just get him out the way. Misquoted for 400.
All right, here we go. Moon that from came the wizard. Wow.
Come on.
We've never
I
even
saw-
had
I
that
saw,
happen before.
I saw Adam's thing go up first.
How about we
I don't
just
know if
all
that
give it-
matters?
give
We're
all
all
points.
the way this is going to
We're
work
all
is
gonna
I'm going to
get
do
it.
3, 2, 1, and we will all say the correct quote. We good?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
That wizard came from the moon.
Came from the moon.
Well, you were a little slow on that one, but I will give it to you nonetheless.
Why are you razzing these people?
By the way, you said, "Amen." Nobody wants to touch this one, but those were both very easy. You both got those immediately.
Those
so
were.
come on now.
2000 was
Yeah.
bullshit.
Will, I feel bad for razzing you perhaps a little bit too much, so I will give you the choice to choose where we are going next.
I'm looking in the top right of my video. I see my ping flinging up to 7.6. So I'm like, that's why I'm slow. Let me go ahead and get 800 for Tons of Skeletons, please.
Tons of Skeletons for 800. His name is a synonym for without or deprived of. Adam is buzzed in.
Who is Sans?
That is correct. Sans from Undertale.
Undertale.
Which means
I've
that you
never
now
even
have
played that game.
Yeah, that's
no,
crazy.
$10,000. I mean, I've not really played it either, but
I have it on the
some of the
Switch. I just
characters
never
in that game,
boot it up.
yeah, they're very, very popular in popular culture. Where to next?
Give me misquoted for 1200.
All right, here we go. Ever as did the insanity, you tell I what of definition.
Hmm.
Will
Okay.
has buzzed in.
Man.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity from Far Cry 3, the big homie?
I'm going to give you that one. The exact quote is, did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? But you got most of the way there.
Majority of it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Vaz, my boy.
Where to next?
Homie. Let's go ahead and get the small fries out of the way. Planets in Peril for 8.
Here we go. The last of the 800s, and indeed the last of the small fries. The primary setting of 2024's worst-rated game-to-movie adaptation.
Primary setting 24's worst rated game to movie.
Will has buzzed in again.
That's crazy.
What is Pandora?
That is correct.
Borderlands.
Pandora
Sense.
of the
I'm glad
Borderlands.
I was thinking, is it a
I'm
2024
glad you
video
picked that
game or
one.
2024 movie? That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah, that's where I was at with it.
The answer is yes.
Where to next?
How about we do misquoted for 1600?
Here we go. The last of the misquoted and the last category from this board to be completely cleared out. Enough a president to dude, you rescue are the bad.
I just had an aneurysm.
Will has buzzed in.
Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?
That is correct. Good job. Will is it now at $6,000?
What's
That was your
from?
category, Will.
I can't remember what that game's from. But
Is that not a Resident Evil quote?
Saints Row
No.
4. What is that?
like a side scroller?
No, it's like Bad Dudes.
Bad
on, like
Dudes?
the NES.
Oh, Bad
Yeah.
Dudes? Yeah.
Are you a bad enough dude? I love that.
All right. Let's go. Where are we going next?
Avoid the Raffi Rubble, by the way. We need it last.
I'm gonna try to. There's no way the Raffi Rubble is Planets in Peril for 2000.
Let's find out.
Okay.
I'm about to say the laughing got me.
A war-torn world that was brought to its knees by emulsion. Nick has buzzed in.
What is Sarah?
That
From
is
Gears of
correct.
War.
Well, that's the name of the planet. I was like, I know it's
That is-
Gears.
yeah.
I can't know the
Yep,
name
I know
of
it's
the
Gears. I
planet.
was trying to remember.
Yeah.
the name. Good
Which,
job.
Look at
gotta
this
say,
guy.
if we were to do Final RAF-Pardy right now, both of you could have a shot at beating Adam by doubling your entire scores. So good job on that one.
Ooh.
Be sure to keep the heat on him. Where are we going next?
Whew. All right, so I've had some luck with it. Let's go ahead and jump into monkey business for 2000.
Monkey Business for 2000. Devolver Digital published this 2019 beat 'em up with a minimalist art style. Adam is buzzed in.
What is Ape Out?
That is correct. Good job.
Very good.
Nice.
Glad you answered.
That was a good one.
Had a cool
Glad you
jazz soundtrack. I just don't want to get that Raffi Rubble. This is my number one goal in life. Give me Monkey Business for 16.
All right. Monkey Business for 1600.
You're on
Shake
a roll.
to
You're on
win.
a roll, Adam.
In this rhythm game from the minds behind Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't want
Shake
chance.
to win.
I've got an idea. I just don't want to chance it.
Oh, come
I'm too scared to
on.
lose points.
You're like a million points ahead of
My
everyone.
12.
You just made a point. You got to keep the heat on them because you can double it and win. I don't want to lose, Cozy.
I'll go ahead and I will read the clue again. Shake to win in this rhythm game from the minds behind Sonic the Hedgehog.
My idea isn't right, by the way.
Oh, I'm gonna be so upset because I think I know what it is. But
Maybe.
yeah, like you said, I want to stay
Going once.
competitive. Ooh, upset.
Going twice. And we
Go for
are
it, Will.
out of
You will.
time.
Is it Donkey Konga?
No, I bet it's
No.
somebody.
It is
Okay, thank
Samba
God.
de Amigo. Indeed.
Oh,
I
man,
know
that's
that. That's
crazy.
one.
You should have gone for it, my boy.
Yeah, it's okay. Next time.
It's all good. It's all good.
Nick, I'll give you the chance to choose where we are going next.
All right. Let's do Planets in Peril for 1600.
Oh!
No,
It's
you ruined it.
Raffi
You
Rubble.
ruined it.
Damn it. I'm
You
fucking
guys,
over it.
you guys all thought it was going to be one of the $2,000 point questions, but no. I don't like to play that predictable when it comes to
I didn't pick
Rafferty.
it, so I will say.
All right. Well, you know how this works. Nick, who are you going to choose to be your running mate on this one?
Will, I really want these points, so we got to get this one in this time. We got this. We got this. I believe in you.
You believe in me? I get you. I get you.
All right. Well, steel yourself. I am now going to reveal the clue. Norfair, Brinstar, and Crateria are among the areas that make up this treacherous space pirate base?
So I know we're in Metroid. I just need to recall the name of the pirate base. Oh, goodness gracious.
Good thing you didn't pick me because I wouldn't have got this one.
Yeah. I just need to remember the name of the pirate base.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Adam would know this one, to be totally honest.
Well, I don't.
I was going to say, you've not played a lot of these Nintendo games, because whenever we get a Nintendo game to play on the podcast, you're like, nope, not going to play it.
Nope. Should have been 2008. I would have played it. Don't want to do
Does he
that.
get partial points if he can name the title that the base exists in?
I'll give you both.
Well, we already know. Yeah.
I'll give you both $200 if you can name the game itself.
Yeah, I know it's Metroid. I just don't know what the.
That is actually,
cannot think of
well,
Is it the original Metroid, or is it a
No,
handheld
Negative
Metroid?
200 points.
Yep.
you know what?
It's okay. Be honest with me. You got to keep me honest. Look, you don't got to go soft on me.
Do you
No kid
have
gloves.
a final answer, or are you going to pass on this one?
I'm just gonna pass on it. I don't know the name of the base.
We are going to pass on this one. So the specific game that I was looking for is Super Metroid, which features the wider breadth of areas that were described in the clue. However, both the original Metroid, the game that's just called Metroid, and Super Metroid take place on planet Zebes. So I will give you both the $200 for this one, just ever so narrowly by my own definitions of what is considered justice in this particular case. And with that, we will return to the board. Will, I will give you the choice to choose where we're going next.
Let's do black and white for 2K.
All right, here we go. NBA 2K, black and white. An adventure puzzle game in which you investigate how 60 people met an untimely death. Adam is buzzed in.
Return of the Oberdin. What is Return of the Oberdin?
That is correct.
I thought it was. I just didn't want to try.
Where to next?
Black and white for 16.
And that is the end of the black and whites. This action game is not to be confused with a Tears for Fears song.
I don't know it. See, the last part fucked me up with his Tears for Fears.
It's a black and white game.
Adam is
We're
buzzed
just
in.
having fun at this point. What is Mad World?
That is correct.
That's very funny.
Is that the song from the Gears trailer? Is that Tears and Fears?
Yes, that is correct. For the original Gears trailer, that is correct.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Very cool. Give me tons of skeletons. 1600.
Tons of skeletons for 1600. The one-eyed protagonist of an early PlayStation action game.
What's that asshole's name?
I can't remember his name. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember his name. I know the game.
If I could tell you what's on his underwear, will you give me a point?
No.
Okay, never mind. It's hearts.
I mean,
I will go ahead and I'll read the clue once more. The one-eyed protagonist of an early PlayStation action game. Going once. Going twice. And I'm afraid that we are out of time. The correct answer that I was looking for was Sir Daniel Fortescue, or I would have accepted Sir Dan as well, from Medieval. And also, of course, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale back in the early 2010s.
Of course.
Yes, can't forget about that one. Can't forget about that one. Will, I will give you the chance to choose where we are going next.
let's go ahead and wrap up tons of skeletons with 2000.
Here we go, the last of the skeletons. This travel agent stars in one of the last adventure games developed by LucasArts. Adam is buzzed in.
It was Grim Fandango?
That is incorrect. I will say, if you had asked me on the street yesterday to say what the name of this particular character is, I probably would have said that as well, but that is not what I am looking for.
A travel agent.
I will go ahead and I will read the clue once more. This travel agent stars in one of the last adventure games developed by LucasArts. Going once.
You gotta,
Going twice. And I'm afraid that we are out of time. The correct answer that I was looking for is, of course, Manny Calavera, who is the protagonist of the LucasArts developed Grim Fandango. We were halfway there, but not quite all the way.
I mean, that was a good pull, Adam.
Yeah, I knew the game. I was just like, watch this guy's name not be Grim Fandango.
Nick, I knew it. You have the final opportunity to choose where we're going on the board. Where are we going?
Raffy Rubble.
We got to do made by one guy for 2,000.
Oh, it's the Raffi. No, it's no more Raffi Rebels. A puzzle simulation game in which players assume the role of an Aristotskan border officer. Will has buzzed in.
What is Papers, Please?
You didn't even play that game.
Is
I hate
correct.
you.
And with that, we only have one spot left on the board. It is made by one guy for 1,600. Let's see what it is. This widely popular simulation game was heavily inspired by the Story of Seasons franchise. Both Nick and Adam have buzzed in. I will once again, on 3, give you both the opportunity to guess this particular answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Good. I wanted an affirmative answer. 3, 2, 1.
Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
You got to be a little bit faster on the jump there, Nick. But I will give you both the points.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks. I appreciate it.
And with that, we have arrived at the end, at the very, very tail end of the double RAF-Pardy board. Let's see the scores as they currently stand. Nick is once again in last place, but with a significant jump up from where he was at the end of the single RAF-Pardy board with $7,400. Will,
Proud of every dollar. Proud of everyone.
is currently in second place with $8,200. And Adam, by quite a significant lead, is in first place with $15,200. And with that,
The respawn name fire bias is great. I'm kidding.
the double board has been cleared, which means it's time for final RAF-Pardy. Like last time, my improved setup now allows me to input everyone's final bets ahead of time and then automatically calculate everyone's final scores after the correct answer is revealed. However, partially because of how my improved setup works, but also because I'm a big old jerk, I'm going to need you to state your bets before I reveal the final RAF-Pardy clue. I will show you the clue's category first, but after that, you all have to tell me your bets before the clue itself is shown. An important note, the idea with this is that you're supposed to write on perhaps a piece of paper or something else that can be written on. If you don't have something to write your answer on and would prefer to instead submit your answer to me digitally, that's fine, but you have to submit your answer before the 30-second timer is up. If I don't have it by then, your digital answer will be null and void because we want to avoid some shenanigans that might have happened at the end of the last game of RAF-Pardy that we did.
Damn, John catching strays.
Officially, John won. Officially, we're not revoking his RAF-Pardy victory, but I'm just sort of...
I'm doing it.
Setting the record straight for the future going forward. So... Is
I don't
everybody
think Will has anything in that room to write on.
Well, you can type it in whispers. Your
exactly
answer.
Okay.
Exactly. But like I said, you have to you have to whisper it to me before I say time's up. If you don't whisper it to me before I say time's up, won't count it. We good?
All right, I'm gonna make it work.
All right. I will go ahead and I will reveal the final RAF-Pardy category, and then everybody is going to tell me what their bets are. The category is augmented reality. Augmented reality. And now, Nick, I will have your bet. Nick is betting his entire sum of money, which is $7,400. Will, what are you betting?
I'm sending it all. 8,200.
He
Everything.
is betting it all, $8,200, which means he has an opportunity. If he gets this correct, he has an opportunity to potentially overtake Adam. But Adam, is he going to allow this? Is he going to allow this, or will he bet even more and just show how much better of a contestant he is?
I want to bet $15,100.
Okay, so he can still have a little bit left over at the end.
If we all get it wrong, then I still win. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Your bets, good stuff.
All right, perfect. I am going to reveal the final Jeopardy clue. You're not going to write anything down. You're going to let me read the clue to the finish. Moment I say the last word of the clue, I'm going to start the 30-second timer. And then you can go ahead and compose your answer. Are we ready? All right. Released in 2012, this unusual peripheral for the PlayStation 3 only had 4 compatible games, 2 of which were set within the world of Harry Potter. 30-second timer starts now. Do 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 do. I hope you don't get tripped up by my little singing right here, right now. 5 seconds left. 1 second left. And we are out of time. Pencils down. I see that we have 2 answers that have been submitted to me electronically, and 1 answer that clearly one of our contestants is going to reveal in person physically, which is, so exciting to me. So exciting to me. Contestants, are we ready? All right, Nick, what?
Hold
is
on
your
just a
answer?
second.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
Disqualified.
Nick,
0
this-
points.
Get him out.
This is probably
ready.
going to be a
I'm ready.
disqualification.
I'm prepared. I'm here. I'm here.
I just
It's
wrote it
good.
down right now.
We're good.
All right, show what it is.
Can you see that?
It's a little tough to see. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Omni on Eminem. What? Just say it out.
It's the Onimusha Katana?
Okay.
All right.
I don't-
That's an
is that
answer.
right or wrong? Or is that what right or wrong? Who's to say?
I love that's what you wrote down.
Will, Will, I will allow you to say out loud the answer you submitted to me, and I will confirm this is indeed the answer you said.
I said broomstick.
And I can confirm that is the answer you sent to me. Adam, what answer did you send to me?
I said PlayStation Move, or PS Move is what I sent you.
Okay, very well. Now, here's the thing. My fellow contestants here. One of you was at least somewhat close to the correct answer. Somewhat within the range of being correct. Because this particular peripheral did use the PlayStation Move for some of its games. However, it was not the PlayStation Move that I was looking for. The correct answer that I was looking for, this was unveiled on stage at E3 2012 and immediately became the laugh of the day, Wonderbook, which of course launched with 2 Harry Potter games, Wonderbook Book of Spells and Wonderbook Book of Potions, and a couple of other games that, from my recollection, were not that bad. I actually played Wonderbook Book of Spells way back in the day. Ooh. Got the platinum in it. Pretty fun time.
Oh my god.
Pretty fun time, all things considered.
Here's what happened, Cozy.
Yes.
I thought Wonderbook was a game that used PlayStation Move, not the other way around.
Right. So that's the thing is, Wonderbook used.
I mean, I still
PlayStation
win.
Move.
It doesn't matter. So
no, you don't. You don't win. You don't win because that was not correct.
How many points do the others have?
But you do win the game as a whole because you still have $100 left. Man, we have never had in all our games of RAF-Pardy, we have never had a a photo finish quite like this. We've had finishes where people have lost dramatic numbers of points, but nothing where everybody just completely bombed, and yet one person managed to reach their hand out of the rubble because they had the wherewithal to be like, I can just ever so carefully win this if I don't bet at all. And that person was, of course, Adam. So a good clap to you, Adam. You did the thing.
Well, thank you.
I hope you're happy.
Congratulations, Adam.
I hope you like me
Well
more
deserved.
now, but I suspect that the answer is probably not. And with that, we have arrived at the end of tonight's installment of RAF-Pardy. Remember that this production is part of a series of monthly rotating shows we do, and that you can enjoy new installments of the show a month early if you subscribe to us on Patreon over at patreon.com/respawnaimfire. We deeply appreciate your support and encourage any feedback you might have on how to make these productions even better. Whew! Nick, Will, thank you once again so much for taking time out of your schedule to do this with us. If people wanted to find what you do online, where could they do so? And is there anything that you're up to that that you would want to plug? I'll start with Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to find our show, we are the Friday Night Gamecast. It's just Friday Night Gamecast on all podcasting platforms. If you want to reach out to us directly and interact with us and tell how much we fucking bombed this game show, or at least how much Nick bombed this fucking game show, you can just reach out to us on the platform formerly known as Twitter at FNGC Pod. Communicate with us directly there. But yeah, we can listen to all of our work at Friday Night Gamecast on all podcasting platforms. We recently had a Warhammer. Our most recent content that's up and available for folks is our Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 episode, as well as a wonderful episode that we did on Astrobot with friend of the show, Jacob McCourt. So yeah, definitely go check out those and anything else that strikes your fancy. We switch it up between game reviews and topical podcasts. And so we got a Spooktober episode coming down the pipeline around the same time. I'm assuming this episode is going to come out, but yeah. Will, how about yourself? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Real King Zozotai. So I'll be pretty much repeating everything that the Friday Night Gamecast is putting out there with a little bit of my own spin as well. You know, you get the occasional Will take. But thank you very much for having us on. It was a pleasure to be beaten by somebody as professional as yourself, Adam. So thank you.
Well,
thank you for laying the smack down.
I just moved you up on the list 3 spots over Cozy. There you go.
I will say, if anybody asks you about how this game went, you can say that you were beaten by a differential of just $100, and you wouldn't be incorrect in saying that. So it's a very, very narrow loss, which I think is well worthy of respect. Anything going on with you, Adam, that people should know about?
I'm listening to Friday Night Gamecast every other Friday on podcast services. Having a good time. Outside of that, giving Cozy shit on Respawn Aim Fire. What a good time that is.
Yeah, just give shit to the person that put this whole shindig together. And with that, thank you once again for tuning in to Respawn Aim Fire. I don't know how much you actually love me, though. We will see you next time.